In this video, we will talk about constitutionalism. So what is constitutionalism? So it is a political strategy based on philosophy of liberalism. And now what is liberalism? It is based on assumption that man is rational. Hence, political ends can be achieved by rational dialogue, and there is no need of use of violence in achieving political aims. Now when we talk about the methods which come under this, so constitutional methods can be called as institutional methods, right? States can provide different institutions, like for example, legislature, local government for representation of people's demands and involvement of them in administration, and free and fair judicial system for redressal of grievances. So these are the examples of the constitutional methods. Now when we talk about constitutional methods in India, then let me tell you that the idea of constitutionalism is itself an imported idea. It originated in Britain. So it was introduced in India by colonial masters, and Britishers have introduced modern institutions like rule of law, assemblies, civil services, and modern judicial system. So Britishers did not rule India only by use of coercive methods. They tried to build hegemony by doing certain good actions to Indians in order to gain the legitimacy of the British rule. So they incorporated Indians into assemblies and later into Indian civil services. So in this case, especially after the revolt of 1857, these things started to happen. And when we talk about the early nationalists, they also employed constitutional methods. Like for example, we can talk about how they brought resolutions in assembly, then sending memorials, prayers, petitions, then they used to do protests. It is also a form of constitutional method, and then appeals to justice. So these are some of the examples that how early nationalists employed constitutional methods in India in terms of Indian national movement. Now let's discuss some comments. So firstly, when we talk about M.G. Ranade, he thanked British for introducing rule of law, expressed that British rule in India is divine intervention in order to eradicate events of misrule in the past. Then when we talk about Surendranath Banerjee, he appealed to British to introduce the institutions which are truly British in character so that Indians can rejoice in permanent union with British. Then when we talk about Dadabhai Naoroji, he held that British are justice-loving people and Indians have to communicate their demand to the British in reasonable manner. And further, Ranade held that British rule is source of inspiration, hope and confidence, and Indians are fortunate that they are ruled by British. So these are some of the opinions by some of the most important people in terms of Indian history. And now let's talk about criticism. So firstly, Tilak. So he said that constitutional methods in front of alien bureaucracy is a political suicide. Then further, Sri Aurobindo stated that constitutional methods reflected intellectual bankruptcy of the leaders. He believed that Indians will have to strike at the roots of colonialism, that is boycotting foreign goods and adopting Swadeshi. Further, Jawaharlal Nehru, he held that constitutional methods will not work as India does not have constitutional government. And finally, the assessment by Bipin Chandra. So he held that direct action is possible only when masses are organized, unified and have common consciousness of common end. So these were some of the comments who were the critics of the constitutional methods, and this is it about this topic. So thank you so much for watching.